Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I just wanted to present this video to help those of us that could not come to tutoring today regarding pediatric dosage calculations, chapter 25 in your Calculate with Confidence book. Okay, so these are the four subjects that we will be implementing or solving in the calculation problem. Okay, the first is we'll be dealing with the recommended dosage. We also call the recommended dosage the safe dosage or safe dosage range sometimes. Number two is the total daily dosage. Don't worry about that word multiply. I should erase that. The third is divided dosage, or we call that the single dose. And lastly is deciding if the dosage is safe. So I hope that you take a few minutes to write these four down, okay? So I'm gonna be implementing all four of these in the problems that I'll be giving as examples, okay? So, all right, let's get started. All right, I'm gonna write down the first one. This is exactly what I covered this morning in the tutoring class. So I hope I can convey this over video, all right? The MD orders Narcan 1.2 milligrams IV. Child's weight is 12 kilograms. And the question is this dose safe? All right, and the rest of the problem is they also ask you the recommended. They're going to give you the recommended dosage. This is always given to you in the equation is the recommended dosage. The recommended dosage is 0.1 milligrams per kilogram per dose. Okay, now it's asking you if this dose is safe. The dose they're asking is this right here. All right, is the 1.2 milligrams the doctor ordered, is it safe? The recommended dosage for a child weighing 12 kilograms. Okay, that's where we're gonna solve. We're gonna find out if this dosage is safe. All right, so step one in solving is always to convert the child's weight to kilograms. Okay, but because the weight is already in kilogram form, we don't have to convert. So if we're going to convert, if we had to convert pounds to kilograms, we know we would divide by a 2.2, right? Okay, so since this is already, so let's just put this as step one. The step one is always to convert, but the conversion is already in in kilogram form, okay? So this is step one. All right, step two is to find out solve for the recommended dosage range. So step two is to take the 12 point child's weight in kilograms, which is 12 kilograms. You always multiply it by the recommended dosage, okay? That's step two. Take the 12 kilograms, multiply it by 0.1, all right? And that gives us 1.2. And by the way, when we're rounding for the child's weight, we always round the weight in kilograms to the nearest tenth. Okay, we always round to the nearest tenth. So remember that when you are rounding the weight in kilograms, it's always to the nearest tenth. All right, so this comes out to be 1.2 milligrams per dose. Okay, this means that the child is going to receive this much, okay, right now, IV. So is this dosage safe? Yes, it is, because the doctor ordered 1.2. The recommended dose for a child weighing 12 kilograms is 1.2. So the answer is yes, this dose is safe. Okay? All right, that is the first one. So we're going to do several more, which will allow us to cover all 4 of the steps that were listed. Okay? All right, so this is the first one. I'm going to erase this one and go on to the next one. The second one, let's see. The second one is the MD orders Vistaril. $15 milligrams IM every 4 hours, PRN for nausea. Child's weight is 38 pounds. Okay, the child's weight is 38 pounds. We're going to ask, is this dose safe? We're asking if this 15 milligrams, is this safe? All right, the recommended dosage. So remember, it's always going to give you the recommended dose. I'm just going to abbreviate for sake of board space. The recommended dose is 0.5 to, now this is a range, okay? So this is the recommended dose range, all right? So it's 0.5 to 1 milligram per kilogram per dose. Sorry. So it's 1 milligram per kilogram per dose. All right. And it's every 4 hours. We are to, this is the range. All right. Recommended dosage range is 0.5 to 1 milligram per kilogram per dose every 4 hours. Okay. So what's the first step? Remember, is that we have to convert the child's weight to kilograms. We take our 38, we divide it by 2.2, and that gives us 17.3 kilograms, right? So here's our weight in kilograms. That's step 1. Now, step 2 is that now, remember the other problem 1, it gave us just one recommended dosage. Now, this is a recommended range. So now, step 2 is to take the 17.3, which is the child's weight, we multiply it by the 0.5. So this is the minimum dose. This is the minimum dose that you can administer. All right. And so we multiply the 17.3 times the 0.5. And that gives us, I did the 0.5, is 8.7. 8.7 milligrams per dose. All right. Now, this is the minimum dose, 8.7. The maximum dosage range is, so now we take that same child's weight, times it by the 1, right? The 1 milligram. And of course, that gives us 17.3. So per milligram per dosage, okay? So now our safe dosage range is 8.7 to 17.3. That's our safe dosage range, okay? So we're asking, is this safe? Is this dosage safe? Okay, so we can say, yes, it is safe, all right, because our safe dosage range is 8.7 to 17.3 milligrams, right? So we look at this, 15 is ordered. So yes, it falls within the safe dosage range. So yes, this 15 milligrams is safe to administer. Okay. Now we're going on to, let's try another example. Okay. So unfortunately, I can't even answer any questions for you, but I'll try to cover everything that people ask today. Now, the purpose of the recommended dosage range it's a safety mechanism that's put in place to ensure that we don't under-medicate or over-medicate the patient. Okay, and the medication dosages is always based on the child's weight or the weight of the individual. All right, so here is another one. The MD orders Tylenol. Tylenol, so 700 milligrams, IV. IV every 6 hours for pain. The child weight is 94.6 pounds. Here's another component to this. What we have available is acetaminophen. Safe space on the board is, acetaminophen is Tylenol, but let's make it short. Tylenol, 10 milligrams per milliliter is what we have available. The recommended dosage. The recommended dose is for a child. Let's see. Recommended dose, it says for a child. Oh, this is a long one. Weight that is less than 50 kilograms is 15 milligrams per kilogram per dose every 6 hours, or 12.5 milligram per kilogram per dose every 4 hours to a maximum of 75 milligram per kilogram per 24 hours. I know that was long, but that is the equation. And we're asking, is this dosage that's ordered, is it safe? Okay. I'm going to use a different color pen to fix this. All right. So step one is to convert the child's weight to kilograms. So 94.6 pounds divided by 2.2. I had that. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong problem. Yikes. What's the child's weight? Oh, okay. So 94.6 divided by 2.2, the child's weight in kilograms is 43 kilograms. Okay. So that's step one. Now we have to solve for the recommended, we have to find out the recommended dosage range. Okay. So of course we take the 43 kilograms, we times it by, now we have to look at these instructions. Now we know that the child is 43 kilograms. Now the recommended dosage says if the child weighs less than 50, the recommended dosage is 15 milligrams per kilogram per dose every 6 hours. Okay, so this is if the child weighed more. So we don't have to worry about all of this because this is for a child who weighed more than 43 kilograms. Okay, so we take our 43 kilograms, we multiply it by 15, right? And that gives us 645 milligrams per dose, right? So we're asking, is this dosage safe to administer to the child, right? So the recommended dosage range is 645. The doctor ordered 7. It's actually more than the therapeutic level. So this dose is not safe to administer because it's more than, the doctor ordered more than the recommended dosage. This is too much. Okay? So now, the rest of the problem, I think it asks how many milliliters will you administer, right? So let's say we know that we have to go with the 645 divided by 10 times the milliliter. I think it came up to 64.5 milliliters was that, okay? But the only thing we're solving for is if this dosage is safe, and it is not safe. Not safe. Because the doctor ordered more than the recommended dosage, okay? So we're going to erase this one and go on to the next one. All right, I hope you guys are understanding this. I will be offering tutoring next week Saturday. So those of you that did not come this week, I hope you can come so you can better understand. So here's another problem. This one is gentamicin, 50 milligrams by intravenous piggyback every 8 hours. The child weighs 40 pounds. The recommended dose is 6 to 7.5 milligrams per kilogram per day, or they can say per 24-hour period, divided every 8 hours. So this is going to be very important, every 8 hours, okay? So is this dose safe? Okay, so let me get my other color. All right, step 1 is converting the child's weight. We take the 40, we divide it by 2.2, and it comes out to 18.2 kilograms. So remember that we're always to round the kilogram weight to the nearest tenth. Okay, so the first thing we do now is to get the recommended dosage range, okay, because this is a range. We're going to take the child's weight and we're going to times it by the 6, right? And we come up with 109.2. All right, and now we're going to take that same weight, 18.2, and we're going to times it by the 7.5. And we come out with 136.5 milligrams per day. Okay? All right. Milligrams per day. All right. So this is the safe dosage range in a 24-hour period. Okay? 109 milligrams, 109.2 milligrams to 136.5. Now it's asking, now you see that this dose is divided. The doctor ordered this 50 milligrams to be administered every 8 hours. So now the recommended dosage says 6 to 7.5 milligrams per kilograms per day, divided every 8 hours. So now we have to divide this down further. Okay, so how many times are we going to administer in a 24-hour period for every 8 hours? So 8 times 3 is 24. So we're going to administer we're going to divide it by 3. Okay, I hope I'm not confusing you. So now we're going to take this and we're going to divide it by each one. We're going to divide it by 3. Okay, because 8 times 3 is 24. We're going to give the meds 3 times in a 24-hour period. That's every 8 hours. All right, so we're going to take this divided by 3, and we're going to divide this one by 3. So let me just take it down here. 109.2 divided by 3, and that gives us 36.4 milligram dose. All right, this is a single dose. This is a minimum single dose, and this one is the maximum single dose. So we're going to take the 136.5 divided by 3, and that is going to give us 45.5 milligrams per dose. All right, so now this is our daily dose range, and now we divided it down to a single dose. Okay, so now we have the range is now 36.4 to 45.5. The doctor ordered 50, and this dosage goes beyond the therapeutic order. So this dosage is not safe because it's too high. All right, this is our safe daily dose range. Okay, it falls higher than, okay, it's greater than 45.5. So this is not a safe dose. When the dosage is not safe, we don't administer, we notify the doctor, and the doctor will write another order, okay, for the patient, an order that is therapeutic. All right, because we don't want to overdose. Remember, it's all based on the child's weight, okay, because the weight helps us to identify how fast they will metabolize the medication. All right, so I hope you guys can see that. All right, so let me go on to the next one. So this is everything we went over in tutoring, with the exception of a few extra problems we did after these examples on the board. All right. So Ms. Helen was nice enough to, the papers that we had, was able to share them with some folks in the class who actually attended, were able to get in on Zoom, thanks to Ms. Helen. All right. So let's try another one. I'll move through these pretty fast. All right, here's another one. This one, oops, wrong color. Hold on, let me get the right color. All right, this one is penicillin. Penicillin potassium. 100 milligrams by mouth every 6 hours. Child's weight is 36 pounds. Recommended dosage range, remember, it's always going to give you that. The recommended dosage is 25 to 50 milligrams per kilogram per day. Okay. Is this dose safe? Right. Is this safe? All right, so step one is to convert the weight to kilograms. We take our 36, we divide it by 2.2, and that gives us 16.36. We round it to the nearest tenth, and we come out with 16.4 kilograms. All right, so step 2, we take the weight in kilograms, 16.4, and we times it by the 25, and that gives us 410 milligrams per day. And then we take the same weight, 16.4, we times it by the 50, and this gives us 820 milligrams per day. Okay, this is our safe dosage range right here. Okay, this is our minimum, and this is our maximum we can administer in a 24-hour period. Okay, so remember this. Oh, did I forget some part of this problem? Oh, I did 25 to 50 milligrams every. We forgot some of the problem. Okay, it says the recommended dosage range is 25 to 50 milligrams per kilogram per day every 6 to 8 hours. Now, the doctor ordered it every 6 hours, so we're not going to deal with the 8 hour. We're only going to deal with every 6 hours, right? So how many times can we administer this medicine in a 24-hour period? So we know 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 times we're going to administer this medicine, 4 doses in a 24-hour period. That's every 6 hours, okay? 4 times. So now we're going to take, now we have to divide it down further to dose, single dose. This is per day. So now we take the 410, yes, so we take the 410 and 410 milligrams, we divide it by 4, and what did that give us? Jesus. Now I gotta get the calculator because I didn't write all that out. Right, per day. So it's the 410 divided by 4 and the 820 divided by 4, okay? This is gonna give us our single dose. So, sorry, I didn't work that part out. 410 divided by 4, and it gives us 102.5 milligram dose, right? And then the 820 divided by 4 gives us 205 milligram dose per dose, right? All right. Okay. So this is our single dose range right here. The doctor ordered 100 milligrams. The recommended safe range for this child is 102.5 milligrams to 205. This does not fall within the safe dosage range. It's actually not enough, okay? So we cannot administer it. We notify the doctor for this particular order, okay? So that's it for this one. Okay, so let me erase this one and go on to the last one. Now we do have a few mathematicians in the class that can assist some of you who are having a little difficult time digesting this, okay? All right, so next thing, last one. The medication is Tiger, 4 grams IV every 6 hours. Patient's weight is 175 pounds. Okay. The recommended dose is 200 milligrams to 300 milligrams per kilogram per day. Is this safe? Is this 4 grams safe? Okay. Give you a couple minutes to solve. This is the last problem, folks. It's a little lengthy. It has several steps in it. All right. So the first thing that we have to do is, of course, we need to convert the child's weight. It's a large child at 175. So we're going to convert the weight. 175 divided by 2.2. That gives us 79.5 kilograms. So we always round to the nearest tenth for weight in kilograms. All right. So the next step is recommended dosage range. So now we take our child's weight, 79.5, times it by 200, and then that same 79.5 times it by the 300. All right, and that's going to give us 15,900 milligrams per day. And this one is 23,850 milligrams per day, right? So we are, okay. I keep forgetting to put the every 4 to 6 hours. So this is 200 to 300 milligrams per day every 4 to 6 hours. But we see the doctor ordered it every 6 hours, so we're not concerned about the 4, okay? All right. Sorry, I don't mean to trip you up with that, but okay. So that is our daily or 24-hour. This is the maximum we can administer, and this is the minimum range. Okay, so this medicine, the range is recommended every 6 hours. So what do we have to do? Now we have to further divide this down to a dose, 1 dose, right? So now it has to be given every 6 hours in a 24-hour period. So we know that's 4 times. 6 times 4 is 24, or we do 24 divided by 6 is 4 doses, okay? So now we take the 15,900, we divide it by 4. We take the 23,850 and we divide that by 4. And then we come up with 3,000. For this one, we come up with 3,975 milligrams per dose. Then we divide the 28,850 by 4, and we come up with 5,962.5 milligrams per dose. Okay. So here is our single dosage range, 3,975 to 5,692.5 milligrams. So now the last thing we have to do is convert this grams to milligrams, right? Because the recommended dosage is in milligrams. So we take this, we times it by 1,000, and what do we get? 4,000. So now we look at what the doctor ordered as 4,000 milligrams. So this is what we're looking at now. Is this dose, is the 4,000 safe? Yes, it is. It falls right in between here. So yes, the 4,000 milligram dosage is safe to administer to a child weighing 79.5 kilograms. Okay, so that is it, folks. That's what I covered today during tutoring. I hope this was helpful. I hope you understand it. Okay, all right. If you have any questions, you can try to email me. I'll try my best to answer, or when we have class on next week, Tuesday, you can ask me then. Okay, thanks.